Lay Me Down is an invitation to rest, to breathe. Guided by storytellers, troubadours, poets, mystics, our aim is to create a space where we can lay down our anxieties, our troubles, disappointments. A space where we can tune out the static and hear the songs, the stories, and the voices that lead us home. Welcome to the Lay Me Down podcast. I'm your host, Pete Hicks. This week we have two sisters, Suzie Kretzschmar, we call her Suzie, and Fiona Hicks, my lovely wife, we call her Fio. They're going to sing a few songs that Suzie's written, and man, I love listening to people with long-standing relationships sing together and play together. There's a fluidity and a sweetness that you can't find anywhere else. You'll also hear a couple of poems from Todd. I've always loved it when Dan pulls out his poetry book and he'll read to me every now and then when we get together. Dan will be sharing many poems with us over the next episodes in the coming weeks. But for now, welcome to Lay Me Down, Episode 3.
In the garden of 6 summers. Your birthday arrives in the 6th summer in this house. And once again we face the limits and excesses of the neglected yard and our own. We wake to what lives here or dies, to what light makes for us to touch, to prune, to taste. I cut Swiss chard and lettuce, pluck onion blossoms. I've staked the tomatoes, varieties I have already forgotten, as I will forget the inevitability of harvest-ruined cucumbers, the unkept compost, the uncut vines. Even the bush beans refuse my trellis. After 5 springs, I have finally pruned the rose bushes, leaving those 6 sisters long entwined, nearly nude. Their first buds begin to break out. And the fledgling grackles are up in the honeysuckle. Remember the toppled nest the boys found a few weeks ago? 4 tiny birds squawking in the tiger lilies. Worried that mother and father might leave them there, the boys dug worms and dropped them into their gaping beaks before I put the nest in the lowest branch of the fir tree beside the house. Soon as we were back inside, the mother and father returned with food. We watched them grow for days, though even from a distance the mother bird threatened my pate, the way the bats do sometimes at night if we stand too long out back. And the fireflies blink in the mulberry tree, and the mulberries plink onto the patio stones I sweep for you. Perhaps less than a whisper, this astonishment of summer bees drinking lavender in your garden.
I went down to sea, right to the water's edge, 2 eyes looking at me, up through the gray-green sheen. I went down to the sea, right to the water's edge, 2 eyes looking at me, up through the gray-green sheen. Pools of inky depths, many secrets there are kept, many a soul has wept for a selkie. I went down to the sea, right to the water's edge, 2 eyes looking at me, green sheen, pools of inky depths, many secrets there are kept, many a soul has wept for a selkie, or down to the sea to sing at the water's edge, or down to the sea to sing at the water's edge. Down to the sea, right to the water's edge, two eyes looking at me, up through the grey-green sheen, pools of inky depths, many secrets there are kept, many a soul has wept for a selkie, or down to the sea to sing water's edge, or down to the sea to sing at the water's edge. The wall between the worlds is thin, down at the water's edge. The selkie come to hear me sing, down at the water's edge.
It's not impossible, this treatise of aphids. I look into the yard from the porch, and the bluest gnats swirl like the lightest snow. Their wings remind me of the winter I lost faith in God. And the children on the neighbor's lawn wield branches and march around the ponderosa pine. Like the game they play has rules, though not one of them could say what they are, as they follow them doggedly. I want to march in their train, defending their fortress of summer. Instead, I watch them play among the bluest gnats under the whitest sky.
On the air between us, on the air shadows creeping in around us, but you are there. And all around me feels so cold and dark and real, drowning in this life, don't want another bite. Truth trod into the ground, progress drowning out the sound, so useless. Flailing in this fight, can barely see the light. But I see you, and I see you, and suddenly I see the beauty all around me. Hope travels underground through roots growing down secretly, pushing up through the cracks like a dandelion in the sidewalk. Oh, ready to grow, oh, ready to explode with life. And I have you, and I have you, and I have you, and you lift me to see, to see. To see. To see.
Thank you for joining us on Lay Me Down. You can find out more about Suzie, about Fiona, about the Mycelium Collective, some beautiful pictures, information about what we're up to, what's next. Also earlier episodes with Wilder Atkins, Kevin Doran at laymedownpodcast.com. It's really great to be on this journey with you. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. We want to leave you with this. The words of the poet John O'Donohue. May all that is unforgiven in you be released. May your fears yield their deepest tranquillities. May all that is unlived in you blossom into a future graced with love. Be at peace.